guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost and Kujin and tonight we are watching with you guys The Leftovers.
Season 2.
Season 9.
Yes, we are almost at the finale of the season.
Yes, and the zombie are running the show now.
So far it's been a very, very good season. It's my favorite. I did enjoy it a lot more than I did season 1, although season 1 was pretty great. I'm more invested in season 2, and after what happened last episode, I cannot wait to see what happens. Kevin died, and then he found himself in this hotel that was like the limbos of the leftovers. We saw Mary. She's in there, so you talked about this a little bit earlier today, and you were like, maybe that means that Mary can come back too, because Kevin did come back after he killed Patty, which was really emotional and just really sad. Pushed her down the well, then he jumped in after her because she was still not dead, and he wanted to take her.
Oh shit!
He wanted to take her out of her misery, and we learned a lot more about who Patty was as a character, as a person, and
just
Kevin.
before she got killed, definitely.
Yeah, but I think it was needed. Like, Kevin didn't see her as that annoying ghost like he did most of the season. He saw her as an actual person, so he connected with her, and he cried when she died, which is a really huge change from how he was when she died first. Yeah. So, and after that, he just woke up like the birds did, like from Friendly Neighbor's Wife, when she basically put the birds down under the ground, and 3 days later she takes them out, and if they're alive, there's a wish that's going to be answered or, you know, accomplished or something like that. And he woke up like one of these birds. Like, he came out of the ground and facing like the Friendly Neighbor's son, and he's like,
oh shit.
Oh, it worked. Damn.
Yeah.
So there's that, and we also learned a bit more about grandfather's past.
Yeah, we kind of learned what he did.
We didn't learn it last episode, but we figured it out editing episode 7. So now we know, and we're like,
oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. So yeah, he's dead, though he's not coming back, I think. So I don't know what Kevin is gonna do. It's been, I think, 3 days since he was alive and there, so
Jill must be freaking out.
There's that. I don't know how it went on with Jill and her mom. I still don't know what's happening with Tommy. We're like 2 episodes away from the end of the season. Like, we're there. That's it. That's the end. So, answers, please. Or not answers, but shine a little light on the actual plot points of this season, please. Anyway, we're gonna jump into this.
Yeah, that would be great, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into this episode and see what happens. Who are we gonna be with this episode?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Just like at the end of season 1, I have no idea where season 3 is gonna take us. After season 1, I was like, I don't know what season 2 is gonna bring us. And I mean, it was a good thing because they introduced new characters and a new storyline, so that's good. Like, we had no idea Kevin was going to end up seeing Patty. So I don't know what they're going to do with season 3.
Well, with season 1, we knew that by the end of it, the GR wanted to do something big.
Yeah.
So we were expecting something to this level. You know what I mean? But with season 2, I don't technically know what the big climax will be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Meg is still preparing something.
Well, she's preparing something, but they're not
we don't have a clue.
Putting the finger on it, so.
Tommy, I think? Oh, Meg. That's an episode I've been waiting for. She's snorting lines now. I'm like,
I'm just looking for a sense.
And what kind of a sense are you looking for?
A sense of when.
When what?
You know what?
Oh, you mean the wedding?
As if it's
she's a wedding planner?
Oh, it's before. I think some other.
Yeah.
Some other. Before she died.
we pay for the wedding.
You are relentless.
She is talking about her own wedding, true. So we're in the past.
Relentless person I've ever. Oh, I just thought of something that I have to tell you.
I really have to pee. Is it gonna take a while?
She's never gonna
Minute or
know.
two. Oh, fine. Go. Don't let me forget.
I'll be right back.
She's never gonna know. I wonder. We'll get to understand why she was so fucked up last season.
Oh my gosh, she must feel so guilty to know that her mom died while she was doing drugs in the bathroom.
Yeah, and something's obviously wrong with her. She's so dependent.
Well, of course, it's drugs. Oh my gosh.
Then she's gonna obsess over what her mom wanted to tell her. Never push to tomorrow what you can do today. Always act like today is the last day.
You think she went to the Miracle Town? Yeah, she went there to Miracle Town. They got the bracelets.
On your left, as you get off, there'll be golf carts and audio tours, and please make sure we see those wristbands at all times.
Okay.
Park closes at sundown.
So we're just fast forwarding.
Everything is connected!
Yeah, we're fast forwarding through what she went through after the 14 and a little bit before. Interesting because we never really got to understand how she was as a character.
There's a man in there who can help me.
That was yeah. Oh, sorry, baby.
Another psychic?
I've heard amazing things about him.
This is why we took a road trip to Texas, this guy.
He's only been doing readings for a few weeks, and they say that he's the real deal.
I mean, he is the real deal, I think. The guy that reads
He's
palms.
from here.
So, she died the day before the departure? Oh, I'm really sorry.
People say I'm lucky.
How's that?
That I know what happened to her, where she went.
You lose your mama, and the very next day, nobody gives a shit about her or you because they think the world is ending. Lucky.
It's like her grief was overlooked.
Please.
You don't have a right to feel bad about yourself.
She was gonna tell me something. Just before I got up from the table to go to the bathroom. I want to know what it was.
No matter what I say to you, you're gonna be disappointed because it's not gonna fix what's broke inside.
It's the curiosity.
Bullshit. You're not fucking real. I'm gonna be disappointed because whatever it is that you're about to tell me is fucking bullshit.
Walnuts.
Walnuts?
What?
Your mother sent the salad back because she asked for no walnuts. She was very polite about it, though. Are you sure you want to know?
He's the real deal, darling.
Tell me.
Something like, I met Carla the other day, you know, my childhood friend. Something like that.
He was right, she's disappointed.
When you're broken, you look for ways to heal yourself, repair what's broken. In her case, we all know that it's not repaired.
Oh, fudge. Now! That's really cool how they did it, by the way.
Jeez.
Hey, no, let me go. Let me go.
What is she trying to do? Like, bring revenge on the town of Miracle?
What the fuck is wrong with her?
I don't think it's a real one. It's so that
Like
people
the
are gonna leave the bus. Or no, whoa, wait.
No, with Meg, anything can happen. Are you serious? No. That must be one of the fake ones, like in Manhattan with Nora.
I sure hope so, because why the hell is she smiling at the idea of killing so many kids?
Maybe not killing, but freaking the
Scaring
shit
them?
out of them.
Oh, she's gone crazy.
But with Meg, anything can happen. She's batshit crazy.
At the end of season 1, like, she was embracing the violence in the GR. I think she understood their Patty's principles all wrong.
We thought we had an understanding after the incident with the dogs. But a school bus, Megan. We don't target children.
Why not? Nobody got hurt.
Like if you
For
know.
the same reason we don't allow them to live in our houses. The authorities would overreact.
We stone each other to death. But we're afraid of the authorities. Please, can you explain that to me?
Explanations are useless.
Don't give me that mysterious bullshit. That's what you say to them. I've been inside for almost a year now, and I need to know.
Need to know what?
Why we're not fucking stepping it up. They're forgetting. It's not enough for me to stand outside of their fucking houses staring at them until they start screaming in my face. Why do I have to just stand there when I can put my cigarette out in their fucking eye? That's a reminder.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one that feels that way.
There are rumors. You're planning your own action on October 14th.
I'm not authorized to plan my own action.
In Miracle, she's
Just
planning
like
something.
you're not trying to purchase plastic explosives.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
You will be in Dobbs Ferry with your members, and you will carry out the action.
Mm-hmm.
I need to hear you say it.
You can count on me.
She didn't say it.
Can we, Megan? Because we counted on you to handle this. We lost 10 members from New Rochelle last week. Apparently, he's hugging their pain away.
Oh, dummy.
So I said
So
yes.
she's the one who's gonna deal with them. What is she planning in Miracle?
And I thought everything I was, everything I would be. I'm not afraid anymore.
You hear that?
So,
He wants a hug.
who wants a hug?
At least he doesn't make them pay like $1,000 for that hug. I thought she was about to kiss him. I was like, he said hug.
I can do this for real.
You said that if we took Wayne's story and used it, people would believe in us the way they believed in him.
Well, they're getting better. Isn't that what matters? It works.
Doesn't work on me.
Oh.
Because he knows the trick, so.
Your book didn't work out, so you figured you would pimp out your own fucking son so that you wouldn't have to run people over anymore. So that you didn't have to feel bad about leaving your whole fucking family.
Usually when you're strong like that, there's a bit of truth.
She got issues?
She needed an answer. She needed a way to feel better. He gave her one with that idea.
She needed something to work
Yeah.
for her to feel able to help people to get better.
You said you could do it for real.
Do what?
Take my pain away.
Oh my gosh, don't think me join the GR?
Please. I'll do anything. I just want to be a part of this.
You don't understand this. You're not looking for this. You're looking for a family.
If I wanted a fucking family, I'd move to Texas.
What?
Texas. They moved there, my dad and my sister.
Oh no! Oh no!
Where in Texas?
Miracle?
Tommy, just shut up!
I just so happen to be headed there myself.
Oh my gosh.
She's lost her mind.
Now she's got a freaking reason to explore the town, guys.
She's got nothing against Kevin and Jill.
But against Chloe,
Personally.
yes. And what's the better way to hurt Chloe than to attack our children and our ex-husband? Huh?
It's the night before their big plan. So... yeah, right.
Not in the
They were saying
right
the same.
way.
They were saying the same about Patty season 1. See where she is now. Not much changed after that. Please let us know what is in the barn before the end of the episode. Be curious, Tom. Check it out.
But if you check it out, he risks to be stoned.
If he doesn't get caught. It'd be nice, like, if he found out what's going on and then he escaped and went to his dad and be like, she's planning on doing this. Gotta stop her.
Megan?
Nope, not Megan.
What? Who? Long lost cousin.
I started to think to myself, there must be somewhere that the guilty remnant wouldn't work, you know?
Wouldn't work?
Right, because in order to get someone to join them, that person needs to be in pain. And the people on the other side of that bridge, Matt, they were spared. They're just not suffering like the rest of us are.
They are a living reminder of how the world used to be.
Entirely honest with me?
You and all these people out here, you're so close. It's right there, just over the bridge. But you're not doing anything to get it. So what are you waiting for? You want me to tell you?
Yes.
You're waiting for me.
Okay, maybe she's not gonna blow up the bridge so no one can get to it. She's gonna blow up the fence so everyone can go in.
You think?
It's one or the other. She wants to blow up something. And she's been looking at the bridge a lot. But I mean, you saw how people acted when they crossed the bridge and stuff. How the people are outside of the town. If they can have access to the town without anyone, you know, checking them in, it's gonna be a frenzy. People are gonna freak out. Careful not to blow it up now.
That will be a bit obvious if you try to open it with that.
Here's Tommy! What?
Who are you?
You're kidding me? They're all there. So Patty did lie.
But how did they know how? What? Okay. Yeah, Patty's a liar, but now we know now. Like, it's not a surprise. It's just that.
What the heck is going on?
Okay, but they're alive. That's a good thing. But they joined with Megan's branch of the Guilty Remnant.
Yeah.
So they were in pain, deeply in need of.
Well, like, you must be in pain to run naked in the woods. Come on.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, but it's
No,
weirdly
joke's
enough, I thought maybe their way of seeing things was completely different from the Guilty Remnants. But then Megan's way of seeing things might not be too crazy compared to how they felt and what they wanted. They wanted a way to feel alive, I think. They needed to feel free. They needed to feel, yeah, alive, basically. And Megan has always been about, she has two emotions inside, and she always needed to send them away, like push them out. And she always had a problem with how to handle her anger and how to respond to violence and her need for violence. Like in season 1, Matt reminded us of that. He reminded her of her mom, and all her pent-up emotions just burst out and she started beating him up. She was like, why don't we attack back? You know, when people were spitting in her face, and she was supposed to be a silent reminder. She was supposed to stand there and just be the reminder. But she was already up for violence in season 1. She wanted to fight back. And at the end of season 1, when the plan came to fruition and they started burning down stuff, not burning down, but they placed the corpses, the bodies all over town, and people were mad, and they started hitting in people and burning their house. She was actually happy about how it ended up. Like, she was all for this. She's always been up for violence a little bit. She's really mad, and she needs that release. She needs to feel these emotions, and she needs to send them away and put them on other people. She needs everyone else to feel like she does.
Do you think that maybe this is something that's related to what, is it Isaac? The palm reader's man name?
I think, yeah.
Do you think it's related to what he told her about what her mother's last word was supposed to be?
I mean, I don't. He did say, though, that she was never going to feel happy about what he had to say. Because it's true, when you don't know you're about to die, you don't say something meaningful. So she probably told her something as stupid as, oh, hey, you know what? I cured my fart problems. Stuff, weird stuff that people would say in any other situations because they don't know they're about to die. To know this, she was obsessing. It had been 2 years. And like I said at the beginning, she obsessed over her last words. It's like maybe knowing what her mom wanted to tell her was going to free her. It was going to take her grief or her pain and make it disappear. But it didn't. So she was in need of release. And the Guilty Remnant started following her around because she was in pain. And all she wanted to do was forget about her pain and move on. But they were there for that, and they reminded her. Then she joined, and there was the tree thing, where she started hacking at the tree. I don't actually remember what we said about that scene, like everything we talked about. But it ended with her just hacking at the tree and crying.
The process for the tree was to
just let it go.
But to just let go, but overcoming something, to just work through your pain and the work to just abandon yourself to the task.
Yeah, because when you're in the Guilty Remnant, you have to be not at peace, but you have to be able to function with all these emotions. Because you're basically, if you fall prey to your emotions and your memories, you're not a good member for the cult, because they simply exist. They have accepted the idea that they're gonna die and that there is no hope, and it ends there. No anger, no emotions, no nothing. And she had all of that inside.
They're supposed to be living ghosts, technically.
Yeah, she had all that anger and all these emotions inside, and she could never let them go. And I think she tried for a little bit, but it was always there. Like, she never truly embraced what the Guilty Remnants were about. But what she did take was their willingness to do just about anything to be a reminder. I think she thought that if she could not let go of that pain, if she could not make it disappear, she was going to remember it and use it so that she doesn't feel hopeless or helpless with that pain anymore. Like, she's not a victim to the pain, she's in control. Which could also be what she did with Tommy when she had sex with him. She wanted to be on top, she wanted to be in control, and she wanted to be in power over him. That's something that she could hold over him, and he was helpless. Like, he couldn't do anything, and he was actually victim to what she did to him. Like, I mean, his body responded, and even though he might not have wanted this, he did react. So she was in power in that situation. I think it's the same with her emotions. By using her anger and pushing it onto other people, making them remember their own anger and their own pain, she feels better about herself because she's not alone and she's in control of how she feels and stuff. But I don't think she will find what she's looking for.
Do you know what I think? What she's trying to do? Because, like she told the other remnants house leaders, people are forgetting about the event, about their pain, or they're faking it. People after the October 14th were hurt. They were angry, just like Nora when she was trying to show herself, and when she was faking it to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Meg is trying to just embrace her fury and her pain and just express it. And then sit there, everybody has to do the same.
That's basically what I just said.
You do the same with me. You just remember what I just said.
Anyway, I think she might... At first I thought she was going to blow up the bridge. Maybe cut off that access to this town. Because everyone is dreaming about Miracle. They're thinking that Miracle is the answer to forget their problems, to be safe. She's been to Miracle and she did not find what she was looking for. I think maybe instead of blowing up the bridge... Because if you blow up the bridge, the idea is still there. Like, people are still going to think Miracle is the place to go to. There is a place in this world where people are happy and stuff. She doesn't want that. I think she will give access to Miracle to everyone because that's what she said to Matt. She was like, all of you, you're here a foot away from the town. You cannot have access to it. What are you waiting for? I think you were waiting for me. She's going to give them access to the town, thinking that once they get there, they'll realize, just like she did, that it's not doing anything. It's just a town, yeah. And I don't know why the girls are there. I don't know what she's planning with them. I thought we were gonna find like
a bomb or something.
Bombs and stuff. Although I'm still not sure if there are no bombs.
Girls, not bombs.
Why are the girls there? How did they come into contact with Meg?
We did learn that she was buying plastic explosives.
Yeah.
Do you think that she, put the explosive around the German's wrist? They're gonna go on the bridge and explode or something?
I don't think something like this, like as small as a wristband, could blow up the bridge or something. They're gonna lose their arms, but that's it. I don't think that's what they're doing.
We'll see. I'm gonna bet $5 on it.
It was really nice though to get to see more of her, because Megan has always been like this side character that she brought in a lot of emotions to the table, but we never actually got to see what put her in that situation to begin with, and we still don't really know everything about her. We just know that she was in a bad place before her mom's death, and now it's worse. She was always victim to something. She was a slave to drugs. She was a slave to grief. She was a slave to the guilty remnants when she was like a newbie in their group. Now she's actually in control and she is willing to do a lot of stuff. And it's actually scary because I don't think she has any limits. But yeah, and about Tommy, he's so lost. I'm glad though that he's not a zombie yet. Like he's... The fact that he didn't stone that guy, the fact that he went to the barn to check it out means that he still does not trust Meg to do the right thing. He does not trust her wholeheartedly, and he's not willing to do whatever she asks of him. But he's a bit like his mom. Like his mom has found a way to feel better about herself because she has her son with her, and they had this solution that making other people feel better, giving them hope, I think is what made her feel okay. But since Tommy was a victim of Wayne, and he felt like he was the victim, and he was lied to, and he ended up being with the baby and stuff, like he was in deep shit, and he could not get out of there. His problems were not solved, and now he's become this liar who gives fake hope to these people, and he knows that he's not healing anyone. So for him, it's not enough. It's a lie. So he's desperate for an actual answer, and he's desperate for someone to heal his problems. And everyone thinks that this guy has the answer, this guy has the answer. It doesn't work like that. You find your own answer. You have to help yourself. No one is going to be capable of holding you and saying like, you know what? There you go. Problem's gone.
That will be $1,000 you can pay at the door when you leave.
No, it doesn't work like that. Joining the cult doesn't work. Being hugged by a Wayne or fake Wayne doesn't work either. It's worse actually, because you're not dealing with your problems. You're just pushing them to the side.
It's more easy to just let someone handle the emotional pain and trauma that you're going through, thinking that he's in charge, I can just let it go and be in his hand.
Not
He's
having,
gonna help
yeah.
me heal myself.
Not having to
But
deal
you're not
with
doing any work on yourself. You're just
Yeah, the problems
pushing
are still there.
the inevitable further.
Eventually, these people are going to wake up one day, realize that their life sucks and that they really need to work on themselves if they want to be or get better. Tommy, it's getting there. I think Meg was right when she said that he all he wanted was a family. He needs people around him.
He got daddy issues.
Oh, he's got a lot of issues. He was happy for a while with his mom, but all of his problems are still there, and I think he needs to hang out with Jill and his dad. And Lori is there too now. Like, maybe they can all reunite and help him out, because he needs support and he needs love, which is something he wanted when he was with Wayne. And all he got was fake love from Wayne and fake adoration from that girl that got pregnant. I don't know her name, Chrissy?
Chrissy,
I don't remember.
I think one of his big problems will be to, first of all, overcome the fact that his own biological father didn't want to have family with him.
He feels unwanted.
Yeah.
He feels like a burden. He was always the one, like, he was not needed with Wayne. He was just like the henchman. And when he realized that Wayne had Wayne. Yeah. When he realized that he had so many doubles of himself and Chrissy.
So many double of Chrissy's and double of...
And himself too. Like, he's not the one taking care of the girl. He's actually just another one of them. And he's not important. And it brought back all of his issues. Like you said, he has to deal with his daddy issues. He feels unwanted. And since maybe he's put in his head the idea that since his dad never cared about him, maybe he doesn't deserve anyone to care. So maybe he felt like a burden to Kevin because he's not his actual son, and he's putting him like in tight situations, and he's making him worry and stuff.
And don't forget that in that time, Kevin wasn't okay either. He got his own problem with Lori and his own need for freedom.
As for Jill, like she's already dealing with her own issues, so maybe he doesn't want to add up to that. He doesn't feel wanted, and he needs to let go of that burden that he's put on himself, and accept the fact that they love him and they care about him, and it's okay to be a family.
It's okay to be loved.
Yeah. You are wanted, dude. Anyway,
we're gonna need to be reborn. Just drink something, we're gonna bury it up for 3 days, and you'll be okay after that. Alright? That's the plan?
Alright, we're gonna move on to the last episode of season 2.
Finally,
see what Meg actually plans on doing. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. I'm glad we got some answers on what happened with Tommy and Megan. I can't wait to see the next episode. So if you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
So you know what to do, guys. You go on there, you click, and you subscribe. If you don't want to just need to wait for next Friday to come up to see it on YouTube. So
see you then.
bye, guys.
Bye.